This is a BMW X5 M. Not only that, it's the even higher performance competition model, which means it has 617 horsepower. Now, being a geriatric at heart, me driving this thing is about like trying to get a Cocker Spaniel to play a game of Scrabble. It just doesn't make any sense. But I've been in it all week, so why don't we do a little walk around? Again, I hope you're all staying safe out there. I have been social distancing like Howard Hughes in his recluse years and washing my hands a lot. Anyway, the X5 M. This thing offers a metric load of performance, luxury, and fancy features. I'm not even able to scratch the surface in this video, but I will hit a few of the highlights. As you might expect, competition models sit at the top of the X5 range. Their grille surrounds, mirror caps, badging, and other parts are treated to a black finish. Now, you can get a staggered set of wheels as a no-charge option. That's 21 inches up front, 22s at the back. Of course, they all come wrapped with gummy soft performance tires. At the rear, since this is an SUV or a sports activity vehicle in BMW parlance, it's got to be versatile, and it is. With the main hatch open here, you can see there's this little tailgate, which is actually kind of cool, keeps items from rolling out, and when you drop it at the push of a button, it gives you a nifty little place to sit. Now, as for cargo space, as it's configured right now, just about 34 cubic feet, but if you drop this 40-20-40 split backrest, pull a couple levers here, that figure grows to more than 72, but if that's not enough, there's even a little bit of hidden underfloor storage right here. The back bench is pretty tight on legroom, and it's actually hard to get back there because of the narrow door openings and broad sills. But with the $3,600 executive package, those outboard seats are heated. Now, that options group also gets you things like soft closed doors, massaging front buckets, heated and cooled cup holders, plus a lot more. Next, let's talk powertrain stuff. BMW engineers managed to cram a 4.4-liter twin-turbocharged V8 under here. In standard X5 Ms, it puts out 600 horsepower, but as I mentioned, competition models have 617. Either way, torque tops out at 553 pound-feet. Delivering those walloping figures, this engine features direct fuel injection. It's got liquid-to-air intercooling and Valvetronic variable valve lift. Now, ensuring it all stays in one piece, at least until the warranty expires, it also features a closed-deck cylinder block for extra strength and a forged crankshaft. This engine is an absolute sweetheart. It's smooth, delivers astonishing performance, and it even sounds pretty good, especially when the active exhaust system is uncorked. But heaven forbid anything go wrong under here. I mean, how do you service anything? And that engine is matched to an M Steptronic 8-speed automatic transmission, which allows you to adjust the shift speed and sharpness. It's interesting, I don't know if you've noticed, but BMW really has a thing for the letter M. Aside from that transmission, there's also M Servotronic speed-sensitive variable ratio steering. There are M compound brakes with 395mm cross-drilled front rotors. That's more than 15.5 inches in diameter, and they are clamped by 6-piston calipers. The M xDrive all-wheel drive system is rear-biased, but it also features a multi-plate clutch which apportions torque between the front and rear axles as necessary. This vehicle has an active M differential. It also has adaptive M suspension professional with active roll stabilization. What? Not that kind of roll? Competition models also feature an M Sport exhaust system. The list goes on and on. All this exorbitant technology results in pretty shocking performance, 0 to 60 in just 3.7 seconds. Top speed is limited to 155 miles an hour or 177 with the optional M driver's package. Overall, it's not too bad for something weighing more than 5,400 pounds. Of course, there's even more stuff inside, but one of the most amazing things about this interior is not a driver aid or a feature. It's the smell. Competition models feature full merino leather trimmings, and the aroma is just rich and luxurious. This interior is beautiful with excellent materials like radiant carbon fiber trim and contrasting colors. Plus, it's comfortable thanks to these super adjustable front seats. Oh, and there's plenty of tech. Right on the dashboard is BMW Live Cockpit Professional with the iDrive 7 operating system. Now, not only is this infotainment array super responsive, it's got a 12.3-inch screen that's colorful and sharp. But usability is a concern. At first, it's like, whoa, because there is just so much going on. There are menus and icons and sub-menus, and then you can use a touch screen. There's the rotary knob. There's a touch pad on the knob. You can use voice commands, and then, of course, there are even gesture controls. It's all completely overwhelming and, frankly, pretty unnecessary. But poke around for a while and the system does start to make sense. Plus, it is super responsive. There's hardly any lag ever, and it boots up basically instantly. But be warned, there are settings for like everything. There are settings for settings that control other settings. It's crazy. Naturally, this X5 M Competition comes with a huge range of driver aids. It's got things like blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, lane keeping assist. I mean, you know the drill. This model also features the Driving Assistance Professional package, which includes adaptive cruise control with stop-and-go capability. Unfortunately, with everything going on in the world right now, we are not allowed to show you what it's like to drive this vehicle, but I can tell you. And to start, it is stupid fast. This thing will blow you down the road with the force of a frickin' hurricane. It's crazy. But when you put various settings in comfort mode, this vehicle is also quite placid, smooth, docile, easy to drive. As for the transmission, it too is very smooth and it will shift with lightning speed. This vehicle's steering ratio is very quick and it makes it feel quite agile, though you don't get a whole lot of steering feel through the tiller here. As for those low-profile Michelin tires, they undoubtedly provide tons of grip, but you also feel practically every expansion joint or little pothole in the road, no matter what setting you've got it in. Unfortunately, inside here, there is a bit more tire noise than I expected. You do get a lot of road rumble from those Michelins, more than I would have expected in this otherwise very luxurious interior. As for the brakes, they are nearly inexhaustible on the street. Plus, BMW provides two different settings for the pedal. There's Comfort and Sport, though I find Comfort much easier to modulate in everyday usage. Finally, there's a pair of M buttons here on the steering wheel. Each of these are programmable, so you can change various vehicle settings and have instant access to them right here on the wheel. The BMW X5 M Competition is an immensely capable, luxurious, and fast utility vehicle, one that is, of course, loaded with technology. But honestly, for me, it's all just a bit too much. In certain ways, this vehicle kind of feels like a simulation, and honestly, lower trim versions of the X5 are going to be perfectly fine. You don't need to go all in on this thing. If you're an orthopedic surgeon or like a bank executive and you're going to use this thing to commute to work every day, you will absolutely love it. But if you want a vehicle that's a little more engaging beyond offering just straight line speed, or if you need something that's a touch more family friendly, you're probably going to want to look elsewhere. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and make sure to check the Roadshow YouTube channel regularly for more videos like this one, and most importantly, you stay safe out there.